Yeah. Okay. I want to go on to video 2 now. My name's Russell Becque. This is the second video we're making, and this is on moving on from clicker training and how to switch the dog onto the clicker to hand touch training with the dog. Now, I think hand touching is brilliant, whether you've got a competition dog where you need focus and determination and stimulation and effort from the dog, or if you've got a dog with behaviour issues like Zuri came with serious behaviour issues, especially towards other dogs. I had to give her a focus and give her something good around other dogs. So all of her training, her early training was treat chasing, which we'll go on to on another video, and hand touch training, which she found with the clicker was excellent. So I just started, as I showed you in the clicker video, all I started with was a little hand touch in the chair, clicking, throwing the treat away, and then I can go, hold there, she has to come back here to this hand, touch that, good, so then she does, good, and I can move further away. So this is all fun to her. I'm not going to click that, that's what I wanted, bit of duration then. So I'm now getting her from just touching the hand in any direction, like that, to now I'm saying to her, now I'll gradually want you to come round. I'm not going to click you there. That's where I want you. So that's where she gets her click. Ask for more, and she's advanced enough on this now to come to this position. She thinks it's a beautiful position to be in. So do I really like her there. So that's what I'm asking for. The next stage is movement. Can I take a step now? Brilliant. And then you'll gradually build to 2, 3, 4 steps. So you're gradually adding some duration into what you're learning with the dog. Don't worry if it goes wrong. She's a little bit over the top because she's just coming into there. Moved her back in, she's going to get clicked for that. I do like dogs to move back in very well. But turns in already, there's no pressure on her, nothing at all. She's got to do is stay on my hand, follow where I'm going. She's going to get clicked for it. And start more movement and pushing turns into that. Zuri. Quick, quick. All a bit ragged at the moment. It's early days with her. Okay. Then you may ask, how does this help her? How does this help her with behaviour training, for training over her problem with other dogs? Well, that helped her big time. If I was walking her, and I did do some flooding techniques, I know again can be advised against, but I did do some flooding techniques with her, taking her to shows but keeping distance, clicking her, etc. when she was around other dogs from a distance of 10 meters, feeding, and every time she hears the click now, what I got her to do was just look at the dog. So she'd look at the dog, there is a dog over there, she looks at it. When she looked at it, as soon as she looked, before she would kick off in that little second window, I would click her, and this is what I'd get. I'm just hoping she's going to look at that dog again. Just wait for a minute, because she should do. Sod's law when you want it to do it. But what you'll see is she would be out in front ahead of me. She would be ahead of me. She would look at the other dog. I would click and she would turn to me for the food straight away. So it all became a good association and a good experience for her. So just by looking at the dog, I would click. I don't want her, and I was never gonna say to her, don't look at that dog, look at me. I wasn't gonna lure her with treats or do any of that. All I wanted to do was her look at that dog, and I would click her. And as soon as she looked at the dog and clicked, she turned straight back to me for the treat. So it became a whole good association, her looking at dogs she didn't know. So that she knew she was going to get fed around them. It all spiraled in the right direction. But if I was coming down a road or something with her on a lead or anything like that, and I was coming up to a dog that I didn't like, say the camera here is the other dog, I didn't like it, and I'd had her on there, I'd go, Zuri, push, and I would just do this past the dog. That was brilliant. And she'd get over a wall. That's where it helped me on dogs I wasn't sure of. The dogs I could see were safe, like Springer playing over there. Dogs that I could see that were safe, I actually want her to look at the dog. And just for looking at the dog, she would get clicked. So she started to think being around other dogs was great because she got food. She got food. And that's what I wanted. She looked at the dog, she got clicked. What did she do? Exactly what I wanted to do, turn to me for the treat. That shows you how strong the clicker is in her now already. There, she's, again, brilliant. She's off the lead, she could run over to the dog, she's not choosing to. I clicked her, she comes back for the food. But all the time she's looking at that dog, she's getting the click quickly, and that to her is starting to make that dog something nice, rather than something I've got to go and attack, like she felt in the first place. So she's now pretty good around other dogs. I don't get much problem. There's still a teeny bit of lead aggression there, but that's going away very gradually, and I expect it to be gone within the next month or so completely. So she's doing very, very well. And that's where hand touching really comes into its own, and you can push hand touching on as much as you want. You could bring it into a recall. So I could recall, Zuri, hold my hand out, there. Then I've got her recall into the hand, which is brilliant. That's all I want. Zuri, good. Wow, what a good girl. So she's coming back to me every time, and that's what we want. Okay, so basically that's hand touching, how it can help you with your dog, and yes, it can help big time with dogs that have got serious problems with other dogs and other things that they don't like. It can help to desensitize an awful lot of behaviours. So I'm Russell Becque, the Academy of Modern Canine Behaviour and Training. Thank you very much for your time.